When the bacon is sizzling and the pan is hot, cooking with Stoney Stone, cooking up all that he's got. From the highway to the back road, he's cruising the mile. Driving with Stoney Stone, you'll be there in style. Out on the water where the big fish will bite, old farts fishing from morning till night. Check out all the catfish action with Catfish Wars. Need some great stories, he's got them to share. On his Fishing with Stoney Stone podcast, he's always right there. Oldfartsfishing.com is where you should go for the online store and the whole darn show. Real estate photography needs services for all your real estate photography needs. By Stoney's Photography. Don't hire a phony, hire a Stoney. Lots of availability. Next day turnaround, great quality, all quality, and reasonable rates. Order online at Stoney'sPhotography.net.
Switching the camera. Whoa, it is Monday, and welcome back to Real Talk. Wrong show, man.
Yes.
Good safety meeting. It is Fishing with Stoney Stone, and it is Monday, and I am here with my
Darren.
Kevin Brock.
Yep, must have been a good one.
It was a good one. No, I am here with
Darren with Standard Issue Fish Team.
Darren. Welcome back, everybody. We got a packed show tonight. Problem is, I got too many things going on between Kevin's podcast, my podcast, you name it. But we got a great lineup. We got Matt with Snag and Bag'em coming on. We got D Lake, Guide Co. with Devin Lake, going to talk about what's going on with him. And then we've got some What's in the News segments. We got some fishing reports. We have Tech Talk. We're spinning a wheel. giving away some Patreon member giveaway stuff that
Nice.
we got some snag 'em product in that, and we've got 2 seats with Bee's guide service that we're giving away.
Very cool.
But there was a thing: if you watch us on social media, you have to be a paid Patreon member to be eligible. And we said we would go do a drawing when there was 10 paid
Yep.
members,
Yep.
and we reached that. So
Woohoo!
woohoo! And when we get to 100 paid members, drum roll please, you're gonna see Darren's feet.
Yep. Yep.
Or you're gonna pay not to see Darren's feet.
One of the two.
Whatever the word. But yeah, we got a packed agenda. We're gonna jump right into it, and I want to bring in Devin Lake from D Lake's Guide Service. And Devin, what is going on, buddy? How are you?
How's it going, Stoney?
What's up? It's been a minute. You know, we went out fishing with you during salmon season. We got some really good footage. I think it was me and Anthony were out there.
Yeah.
It was just me and Anthony.
Yeah. Yep.
And we got on those salmon that everybody was hunting for, and you know that trip was kind of like, you know, we were started off slow, and you're like, I got a spot, and all of a sudden, boom, we were gone, and we got on those salmon. It was a blast.
Nice.
You forgot about the New Yorker.
Oh, Kansas City Jimmy was with us. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Kansas
yeah.
City Jimmy.
Kansas City
Yep.
Jimmy, the
Yep.
catfish slayer.
Yep. He was there. That's
He was
right.
there. That's right. I knew we had somebody, but yeah, it's my brother-in-law is out from actually he's from where is he from? He just bought another place in Tennessee.
Okay.
But he's out of I can't even think, Kansas City. Duh, Kansas City Jimmy. But now he has a place in Tennessee, so it doesn't rhyme as well. So
Right.
we'll just keep calling him Kansas City Jimmy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got on those. We got us some great fish. Now, Devin, tell us about you. What's going on with you? It's been a minute.
We're opening the books now. Go chase some striper around on the Feather Sac River. Hopefully, we get a good run this year. It seems like it's shaping up to be. Definitely got some water. Went out Saturday, chased a couple steelhead around. You could definitely see that there was a few striper moving in. I could see them chasing some bait right up against the bank. We weren't targeting them specifically, but there's definitely a couple in the system already.
Nice.
Nice.
So you're starting to book trips, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's going on? What kind of trips? What are you doing? You're doing full boats. Tell us a
Yeah,
little
we're
bit about.
doing morning trips, evening trips for the weekend days, and then
Okay.
just morning trips for the weekdays. And then we're going to run some nighttime trips, trying to plan them around the full moons to have a real good fishing day out on the water. And yeah, we're going to start probably down at Verona and then just work our way up towards Calusa as the fish keep coming. And then if we have a good run on the Feather River, we'll definitely be on the Feather River. Probably start chasing them by the Bear River first and move up if
And
they
then
move up, or if they go up the Sac, we'll go up the Sac.
nice. How long you been guiding, Devin?
So I guided 1 year prior to this year, and we had a good season last year. Definitely learned a lot more than I thought I'd already knew, but definitely good people out there. Not too many sour apples, and definitely a lot to learn still. But I always try to be honest with my clients, let them know, hey, the fishing's a little tough right now, or hey,
Right.
fishing's been real good. We can go out, we can do our best. I'm not the best fisherman there ever was. I got a lot to learn. Uh, but I have a boat and I got enough knowledge to catch people plenty of fish.
That's awesome.
That's
You know, and the funny thing is, there's a lot of guides. You know, and as we navigated the waters of the fishing world, is we said bad apples. There's definitely more and more I watch social media. There's a lot of bad apples out there, and we're never gonna get away from that. And so
No.
you surround yourself with the good people and people like you. Starting out and working hard and
Yeah.
getting people on the fish. And there's plenty of fish out there. There's a lot of people coming through, reaching out to me wanting to promote their guide businesses. And Devin was the first one to say, hey, remember me? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I do. Come on, let's talk about fishing. So thank you for getting on with this. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have heard that there's been being a couple fish caught in Knight's Landing on
My favorite spot.
sardines. I've
Nice.
also heard that there's a little pot of fish down below the Bear River, kind of near the bridge. Guy caught a
Yep.
couple of them out there the other day. So I don't know if they're resident fish or if they're new little school coming in from the front side or what it is, but there's definitely a few fish out there right now.
I think we call those fish that'll be in my belly fish.
So when you're starting out this season, how do you start out? Do you start out with live bait? Are you trolling? How are you going after these
So
fish?
yeah, that's a good question. Early season, we're gonna go out. You know, I'm closer to the Feather River. It always seems like a good little school come up the Feather, and you can hit them hard for a couple days. But I'm gonna go out probably starting beginning to middle of March, and we know it's gonna be a struggle. There's not a whole crap ton of fish in the river, so I I target them by trying to cover a lot of water, and
Okay.
one of the effective things I've found is trolling swim baits downstream. You know, 3.6, 3.8 with a half ounce weight, depending on the the water depth, but really hitting those flats, and that seems to be pretty effective to cover a lot of water. We control plugs too, and then we'll cast obviously in the evenings and in the mornings on some sand that's they're coming up feeding on. But it seems like probably one of the most productive things is trolling those swim baits downstream.
So that's an interesting thing. So we're still pretty new to fishing, and we troll. We'll drift minnows and we'll troll plugs. And I never thought, and I don't know why, but I never thought about trolling a swim bait.
Yeah.
You throw them, you reel them. It's like, that's so much less work just to troll than to keep throwing
For
them.
sure. For sure. Especially after a lot
Yeah,
of safety
and
eating.
True.
you know that it's hard to troll like a normal plug downstream because they're gonna dive so fast. And that's
Hmm.
why I switched and I started trying, I'm going to try this swim bait and see if I can keep it up a little higher without getting the speed. That way I can still make a decent presentation to them. And I don't know, I just found that it worked pretty well for me. And I've
Very
also
cool.
had some schools of fish that are sitting right on the edge of a sandbar, right on the shelf there. And we've trolled over those ones too and caught them. So it
That's
definitely
awesome.
works.
Very nice.
Well, and this is
Very
why I
cool.
tell people. That's why I tell people you heard it here first. Your local source for
Yeah.
fishing news, and we're getting it right from Devon Lake. Is I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys learned something new, and hopefully, a lot of people aren't mad because Devon's sharing some secrets, or at least it's a secret to me because
Yeah.
I never heard
Yeah.
of doing that. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't think
Yeah.
anything's a secret. You got to still put the time in to get out there and get to fish.
And
Yeah.
that
Definitely
is
true.
so true.
Yeah.
Is time on the water is gonna outweigh, unless you're lucky, like some people I fish with. Sometimes it's like they don't go fishing for a long time. They get on the boat and all of a sudden they're catching all the big fish. And you're like, I've been out here every weekend doing my thing, and then I bring this one guy who fishes like once a year, and
Yep.
he's catching the biggest fish. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the luck of the draw.
So as it gets later in the striper season, do you switch over to like what do they call it? Back bouncing live minnows? Is that what
You
they
know,
call it?
last year it seemed tough to really get when I was first learning, a lot is like in past years you could just stroll downstream basically with the flow of the current and keep yourself in the lanes that the fish should be in and bounce a minnow down. And last year, it seemed like at the beginning of the season, with that water being dirty, they weren't having enough time to find it. And so we end up starting anchor up on corners and stuff and let them come to us. And it was a lot more productive.
Okay.
Nice,
Very
nice.
cool.
Well, you talk about how you've only been guiding for about a year. Obviously, you've been fishing for a long time, and everybody starts somewhere,
Yeah.
right? There's guides that have been fishing those waters for 20 years, and those guys are, if you look at a kind of a bell curve of people's career,
Mm-hmm.
these guys that have been doing it a long time, they're on that back end of the bell curve,
Yeah.
and Devin's on that front end of the bell curve. So this is going to be the guy that's going to be like the
Up and
OG,
coming.
20 years
Yeah.
from now when we're doing our podcast and we're in wheelchairs trying to relive our youth doing podcasts. This guy's like, man, I remember when Devin got on fishing with Stoney Stone and he was wet behind the ears. We were just trying to figure out, what we're doing. And now here we are, we're all stars and rocking it. So
Perfect.
that's
Like it.
we'll see.
Yeah.
This could be a moment in history, Devin, that you're making right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully that's my goal. I
Hope.
want to eventually retire from my normal job and become a full time guide at the end.
Awesome. And we're here to support you along the way. So appreciate you getting on with us and putting your trust in, getting on with fishing with Stoney Stone. And how's the best way to book a trip?
The best way to book a trip is if you want to know a little bit more information about the fishing and what you're getting yourself into, is to give me a call. There's a lot of questions people have been coming to me with that have been booking lately. And you can find, I have a website. You can look it up on Google. I have an Instagram, a Facebook. You can give those a follow and see how the fishing's going, what we're doing. But yeah, to book a trip, really, you could text me on Instagram. You could text me on Facebook. You could book through the Google page. You could also give me a call, and you could find my number on any of those three places.
And what is that number?
It is 530-301-1616.
And what is your website? Is www.
dlakesguideco.com.
Sweet. And then social media, just look his name up, look up D Lake Guide Co. or Devon Lake
Yep,
and
yep, that'll
find
work.
him.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you
Perfect.
do all of that. And we'll be at
Awesome.
the Striper Fest there in Yuba City. We'll have a booth out there. You can come by, talk, and have a chance of winning a trip.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a lot more about that when we get into what's in the news. But you're going to be there. I'm going to be there. Matt's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people. It's a great event, and we're going to dive deep into what's going on with those guys and when that comes up. So, Devin, thanks for getting on with us. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're welcome to stay on and be part of the podcast, or you can watch it live in several places. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. And then post production will end up on Spotify or as a Spotify, a bunch of different places, you name it. But yeah, appreciate you getting on. Thank you. And again, you can hang out, but that's awesome. Anything else you want to plug before you drop?
No, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Sweet. Well, thank you very
Thank you.
much.
All
Well, there it
righty,
is.
thanks.
Devin Lake, up and coming, decided to get on with fishing with Stoney Stone, and man, I feel like a little bit of a star. After what was it, last week or the week before, where the news is pulling me over and wanting to put us on the news, and
Yeah.
now I got guides saying, "Hey, I want to get on your podcast," and,
Yep.
and that's what we're about. We are all about supporting local small business.
Yeah.
And speaking of local small business, I got a little bit of an introduction. Matt from Snag 'em and Bag 'em is coming on. Now, Matt and I have been doing business together for several years. When he just started, I think I posted a video recently of one of the very first videos I did with him promoting his business, and Pops was on, and they're making leaders, and
Yep.
and I reshared that, and now here we are, and we've changed gears. We got a podcast, we got things going on, and now Matt's going to be on with us to do some giveaways, and when we talk about his products, and we are going to spin a wheel after Matt's talking, because he's got some prizes to give away. I've got some prizes to give away with Bees Guide Service, and those Patreon members are going to be very happy tonight with what they get. So without further ado, let's bring on the myth, the what is it, the man, the myth, the legend.
the legend.
Yeah. Matt, Snag 'em and Bag 'em, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, y'all? Thanks for having me on.
Good. I should say the TikTok king. This guy is Mr. TikTok. He's like spending more TikTok than anybody I know.
Yeah, we're almost
Nice.
reaching 14,000 followers on TikTok.
Nice.
Wow. And he didn't even have to show his feet.
No.
I told Matt, if you want to get to 140,000 followers, he's got to start painting with no top on.
I don't know if that'll get me followers or that'll get me in trouble.
You'll get banned. Sorry,
Yeah.
inappropriate content. But I
Yep.
joke. So Matt, what's going on with you, buddy? This is all about you. I'm going to shut up for a little bit and let you talk. Tell us what's going on with you, your business, and I know you've got
Not
some new
much.
product drops.
You don't know who I am. I'm Matt. I'm one of the owners of Snag 'em and Bag 'em Custom Tackle and Custom Baits, located in Northern California. My dad started this company in late 70s, early 80s, and then slowly I took over with him. And we've just been growing from there. We've done a lot of collaborations with a lot of different people, a lot of different fishing teams. I know I've done one with Stoney, the Old Farts fishing float. I've got one with Tule Creek. I've got one with Hook 'em Big Rods. We just dropped one with Bass Lane Bangers. We're working on one for Tule Creek as well. Done several different things. Most recently, we've done a lot of collaborations with Permanent Consultants, which is Richard Moutry. We call it the Pandemic Series. We'll go into more of that too. And other than that, we make everything from swim baits, soft swim baits, hard swim baits, from small stuff to big stuff, from lakes to oceans, and everything in between. If you can dream it, we can make it.
There you go.
Very good.
Yep, yep. You had some announcements or something you were doing tonight, right?
Yeah, so
Or-
with Richard, we're going to be giving away, for the Patreon members only, we're going to be giving away a package of the Pandemic Thump Kickers and the White and Chartreuse, and then a package of the 5-inch Thump Kickers in Flashover.
in flashover. What is flashover?
So before I was in this industry with my dad, I was a firefighter, and a lot of my names for swim baits and stuff and colors are kind of geared towards that. So Flashover is a smoke with red and green flake.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm not sure if the camera's really picking that up or
Nope.
anything.
It is.
Yeah.
We got great cameras.
Very nice.
Oh, my camera.
Like, oh, we got great cameras. It shows great on my side. Even though it's at your house, it's great.
Yeah.
Yep, we can
cool.
see it. It's pretty.
Yep. Very cool.
If you guys like the troll, Richard came to me, I think it was like 3 years ago, and we said, hey, let's make a really stiff striper trolling A-rig. So that's when we came out with the Pandemic Series A-rig. What's nice about ours is if you drop it down and your bait's on the bottom instead of your teasers being on the top, this thing will self-right itself to where it rotates back up. So your teasers are always on the top. They're never on the bottom. Your strike zone lures are always going to be on the bottom. We don't skimp anything. We actually used heavy-duty Duloc snaps, the really good ones. And you'll get 2 teasers, and you'll get the 3 jigs and the 3 plastics that go on the jigs as well.
Nice. Nice.
Also, if you cast for like crappie or anything like that, this is a new one. We came out with the crappie A-rig, which is a real compact version of the trolling A-rig. Same head shape, same wire, just very, very compact. And you will get all the plastics and jigs for all that as well.
And where do you get all this cool product? How, if I wanted to get it, where do I go?
You can go to my website, snagamanbagam.com, or you can send us a message on Facebook. Facebook, TikTok, we're everywhere.
So can I drop the secret code? He's like, what's that? All right, I'm gonna. He's just looking at me. He's like always scared when I say stuff. He's like, oh, what's he gonna say? So I'm just gonna plug it. If you go to his website, snagamanbagam.com, and you put in promo code Stoney Stone, you're gonna get 15% off your order. 15%. So definitely go there. Don't forget the promo code. This is how we support each other. One is it shows how much I'm promoting Matt and how much money I'm making him with all of my promo codes. But definitely go in there and use it, and you get a really good deal.
Now, question for you, Matt. Real quick.
Yes, sir.
Is there any place local that guys can go into and pick your stuff up?
My leaders, yes. And the Pandemic A-rigs. You can go to Kittles for the leaders and A-rigs. Marina Bait and Tackle for all of our leaders. North Pole Bait and Tackle for all the leaders. Fisherman's Catch in Pittsburgh. Johnson's Bait and Tackle has some of my stuff. They don't have much of my stuff, but they have some stuff.
Brian, what's up with that?
I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can go to some stores.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I want floats, no leaders. Yeah, we can do that. Sorry, I was reading a comment.
No, there's a lot of and you have a huge line of catfish floats that we've done, and you've made some. I don't know, honestly, I don't even know what you still have on the Old Farts fishing stuff that's active versus retired, but we've had a few color drops for us that you've got your own names for some of the stuff, and I've named them someone else, and you've replaced those names and said, yeah, we can't promote it that way. We're gonna change the name, like the Bleeding Shad, I think, is one.
The one that's our most popular that we've stuck with for the catfish side with you is the Bleeding Shad, which is it's a bone color, which we make in-house. We don't buy the bone color from a store or from somebody else. Me and my dad have actually made that color, and It's got black. It's a blackhead with red on the belly. So that's one of our most
Nice.
popular ones in the summertime. We also have Hook 'em Big, which is popular. We sell out a lot of those. We've got the Tule Creek one we're getting ready to drop,
No.
so be on the lookout for that. I made a
The
post.
Whisklodon. Is that the Whisklodon?
Yeah, the Whisklodon is Clear Lake's largest, loudest catfish float, coming in at 6.5 inches long and 150 BBs inside.
Dude, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Standard issue is just going, what?
So
Yeah,
let me
that
grab a
sounds way too
standard
big for
float.
me.
Look, Matt's like,
So here's your standard catfish float right here.
right?
The Whisklodon is right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is the rattle in this one.
Whoa.
Dang.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
one
it's
was
definitely
been
not
in the works
standard
for a
issue.
long time. We started one that was really quiet. It was actually called the Single Knot. And then we went into this one. We had the name that we were going to be using stolen from another competitor, so we kind of had to switch gears. So I texted Brandon and I texted Kevin. I was like, what do you guys think about this name? It still keeps the Whisker Whip theme, but it makes it, sound a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
No, that's way cool. I want to go back to, sorry, I just got to go back to the old farts fishing, Bloody Shad. So there's a story. I always got to tell this story and how that came about. And there's a video on old farts fishing that we did. I think I was fishing the Derby around that time period during one of the years of the Derby. And we kind of ran out of bait, or we were going to run out of bait. And, and don't ask me how it was on my boat. No. We actually took a tampon and we stuck it on a hook. And we took a bunch of fish attractant. I think at the time was the amazing fishing Triple X blood we stuck on there, threw it out, and I shit you not, there was a big old catfish we caught using that, and that inspired the bloody tampon lure. But he's like, I can't call it that. We got to call it something else, and it became the bloody shad. So a little bit of backstory on that. It's an awesome little product. We still use it today. It catches a lot of our fish, and I definitely love that product. I'm glad it's one of your best sellers. So
yeah, so that one's never gonna go anywhere. That one's really good in the summertime for us, especially it's no longer an event anymore. But Kings of Clear Lake was the one that one was really popular at. I'm expecting, because the Channel Cat Classic is around that same time. I'm expecting that float to be still popular because it's going to have that warmer water, warmer weather. That thing's going to look like a minnow in the water.
I'm thinking, as I'm thinking out loud, I know you're giving away some product tonight. I think you need to give away one of those as part of your giveaway. One, that was the Bleeding Shad, to somebody.
Next time.
Whoever. Well, next time. Not tonight. Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Like I was squeezing for. Give me more. Give me more. All right. But it's coming next time.
Yep.
We're going to find out what he has to give away.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Get your hands on one of those. They are a catfish killer.
Now, that actually tells everybody that they have a chance to join this Patreon and win that next
Right.
time.
I mean, you got to be a Patreon member to win this stuff. And we're going to spin a wheel here pretty soon. But yeah, that's the whole thing is the Patreon members. $3 a month to join Patreon, and you're going to get access to all kinds of cool stuff. And this is our first drawing tonight.
Yep.
Is with Matt, and I've got a couple seats with Bees Guide Service that we're going to
That's a big one right there.
yeah, that's a big one too. So
Let me answer
Matt,
one of these questions in the
absolutely.
Dan, if you don't know what you're buying on the website, just give me a message. I'm working with Stoney right now to update everything on the website. So it's easier for you just to send me a message, and I'll say, hey, just order the floats, and I'll paint them whatever color you want.
Do you want a phone number you want to give, or you want us to go through social media? Or
Yeah, you can call me or text me at 707-366-5615, or you can send me a Facebook message. That's probably quicker because it goes to everybody in the company, and if I don't see it, somebody will see it.
Perfect.
everybody in the company. him. His. I was kidding.
Me, my dad, my mom. You know,
Exactly. You
that's
said it, not
everybody in the
me.
company.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere though.
Hey, it's a
You know?
family-run
You
business.
gotta start somewhere.
Yes, it is.
And this is what we're about, right? We are totally about the family-run, small mom and pop shops trying to get their name out, struggling, putting in the grind, putting in the work, and we're gonna pimp you guys out and try to give you business and
Yep.
and hopefully Matt's is gonna blow up after this. His promo codes are gonna go through the roof, and he's going, damn, we can't use that promo code anymore, just like we did with Kevin, which we'll talk about later. But promo codes definitely help drive product to people like Matt. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what else do you want to talk about before we jump into a giveaway?
And we're actually getting ready. I know people are going to hate me when I say this, but forward-facing sonar.
I love that topic. My favorite.
We're actually getting ready to drop the first line of the Pandemic series forward-facing sonar soft plastics. It is right here, as you guys can see the tail. You can see it perfect on the sonar. Everything, real light tail. It's gonna flop in the water. It's gonna do everything you need. You're gonna pick it up on your sonars. These are gonna be in packs of 7, just like that. You can do them in any color you want. Anything, any flakes. If you want them laminated, you want them core shotted, so I can actually core shot this. But this is one of our newest molds on the Pandemic line. Richard hasn't even seen this one yet, and he created the Pandemic series. So
And he hasn't seen it. Again, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
You saw it here first. There you go.
And hopefully Richard's watching, so he's seen it.
I'm hoping he was watching. I think I saw him on, but I'm not
I think
sure.
he's in here. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, and this is the cool thing, right? When you partner with people like Snagman, like I have years ago when I started doing this, is we're building relationships, we're building a community, we help each other out. Matt's giving away some product, promoting them on promo codes and things like that, and you'll start to see is all these guys start working together in a community, and that's what I love about what we're doing and why I keep doing what I do. So,
Yeah.
yep. All right. Anything else? I'm like, it's already like halfway through the podcast. I want to do a drawing, and we got a ton of other stuff to talk about.
No.
So let's do a drawing, Matt. Let's give away some stuff. We're gonna spin this wheel twice. The first wheel is gonna be Matt's product, and Matt will reach out to you. I'll give him some contact information, or just reach out to him if you've won it. But we'll communicate, and let's go, Mr. Producer. Push that button. Let's see who's going to win. We got all Patreon members in there. Click to spin. And here we
There it
go.
goes.
I love this part. It gets me excited. And Matt won his own stuff. Oh, is it? Sonny just missed it. Terry.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I don't know this person.
Okay.
Most of the people that are on Patreon, I know. This is a random person that I don't think and if you have met me, I'm sorry. I don't remember. But we will reach out to you, Terry, let you know that you won a prize on the wheel. And Matt, I'll get you his information and connect you so you can ship him what he won. Sound like a plan? Sounds good. All right, we got one more wheel spin to give. Now, the wheel spin we're going to do now is for 2 seats with B's Guide Service, and I believe it's going to be done at a Clear Lake. And B, and here's the deal: is he's looking for a full boat. He's looking for somebody to book a full boat, which is 6 people. When you do that, you're going to get 2 seats on his boat for free, but you got to book a full boat. It's up to B to determine if he wants to do anything different than that, if he wants to honor, however he wants to do that, or if he's got 4 people and they just need 2 more, whether you can bring 2 people and get onto that, that's going to be completely up to him. But the original deal was a full boat, book it, and get 2 seats for free, but work that with B.
Okay.
We want to get you, what you need, but let's spin that wheel and see who's going to win. So Terry won. Let's go here. Terry, snag 'em. And there we go. Here we go.
again.
I love this. I love spinning this wheel. It's the little things in life. And this is B. Oh, Daniel.
Burrito Supreme.
Burrito. He changed his name to Slime Rocket, but we like the Burrito Supreme name that he originally came out with.
Yeah.
But you won the 2 seats with
Bees.
Bees Guide Service, and reach out to B. I'll let him know that you'll be calling. And yeah, that's awesome. So that's how it works. You got to join Patreon. We've got, what I say, 12 subscribers now, and you guys won some cool prizes. So those 2 seats is like $500 or $400. I think he charges like $200 or maybe $250. So there's $400. Matt, I don't know the value of your products, but it's probably a good priceless products. But yeah, this is what it's all about. So tell your friends. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe at Patreon /Fishing with Stoney Stone.
Better do it fast before we get to do that next giveaway.
Right. Now, here's the deal. We do once a month giveaways. Now, you got a bonus giveaway this month because I gave away 2 things.
Yep.
It's not to say that next week I may have another giveaway. It could be a hat. It could be a lure. It could be, but, as I get.
Bloody shad.
It could be a bloody shad. I might even have a
Who knows?
used one we could give away. But that's the thing is join Patreon and get involved. And the more people that join, the bigger the prizes are going to get. I envision we get enough followers, we're going to be giving away full trips, not just 2 seats, but we're going to actually pay for it out of our own pocket if we don't get it donated. But something that, it takes money to make money, right?
Yep.
So subscribe, follow. Not to be an infomercial, but it's a little bit of an infomercial.
A little bit, but it's
A
okay.
little bit. It's okay. So, Matt, thanks for getting on with us. Definitely appreciate everything you do. And you're more than welcome to stay on. You can drop off however you want to do it. But we are going to continue to rock and roll through the rest of the podcast.
Yep. I got some stuff still.
So let me see as I go through. I'm looking at all my chicken scratches of where to go next. Before I get into a lot of the meat of the things, we were talking about advertising and Patreon. When you look at our podcast and you see the little square there that has all the promotions, all the advertising, we are starting to make that a little more official. If you are a guide, a small business, a real estate agent, a handyman service, whatever it is, you are a fisherman, you have a small business, reach out to me. We've got a little sponsorship letter we want to send you that talks about how you can get involved, how you can advertise. We've got 3 different levels to get your name out there through us. And we, stream live. We're also on many of the podcast channels like, Apple Play and Spotify and a bunch of different other ones out there. So you can always listen to our podcast. But our reach is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, even though you guys see a little bit of it here and there. But when I look at all of our analytics of our complete reach, I was like, holy Toledo, how many people are we reaching? Monthly, it's close to 500,000.
Very nice.
Between the interactions and people watching at different times. So it's definitely growing. And we do look at the analytics, and we definitely want to support you guys. So so that's the little plug there. Reach out to me. We'll get you a sponsorship letter, and it's not expensive. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive. And if you've ever looked at advertising and how much print, radio, TV, all that stuff, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make it affordable for you fishermen, so you have more money to go buy tackle and spend it with Snag 'em.
Yes.
And bees
Catch more fish.
and catch more fish. So let's see where we're gonna go. What's in the news? Johnson's Bait and Tackle. They've got a big event coming up. Now here's a little bit of a rub for me personally. March 7th, Johnson's Bait and Tackle Striper Fest.
Yep.
Also March 7th is the Catfish Bash,
Yes.
March Madness. Now I am part of the Catfish, the Channel Cat Classic team. Which we probably don't need these anymore.
No.
The Channel Cat Classic team, and I'm not going to be able to fish because one is I committed to the Johnson's Bait and Tackle. I am the MC for their event and a lot of the organization. Matt's going to be there as well, slinging products. So if you're not fishing the bash, come out to Johnson's Bait and Tackle. You'll see Matt in person. You can talk to him, get all your questions answered, buy some product.
Yep.
We're going to be there, talking about everything that we do and everything going on. But Striper Fest, a lot of great deals, a lot of guest speakers, and there will be more on that. But I think Kevin Brock is doing a seminar.
Nice.
I think Alan Fong is doing a seminar. I don't have they'll send our little advertising that cycles through. But a lot of great speakers, a lot of great vendors. So come out and support them. You will be fishing
Yes.
with
Me and Anthony.
Anthony and your
Our-
ringer,
Our ringer, Chad.
Chad, coming in, and you guys will be fishing. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to see my lovely face to MC the Catfish Bash. And here's a prediction, and I'm going to just put it out there. You
Yep.
guys are going to go out and fish this, and we have not had a podium finish in a while. We've always end up fourth or below, but to finish in the first, second, third spot, it's been a minute. So I have a feeling you guys are going to end up in that first, second, or third spot without me.
Yeah, like I said, if that happens, that opens up opportunities for you.
That's exactly. I'll get a promotion.
You will get a promotion up to team
Captain
manager.
or team manager. There you go. Anthony's the team, captain. I get promoted to the team manager. So you know that thing when you're in the corporate world is they keep promoting you.
Yep.
The more they promote you, the less damage you do.
Yep.
So, So there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
there
wishing
we
you
go.
guys the best of luck. Again, part of this whole deal was my back surgery date is uncertain. Don't know what's
Yeah.
going on, and we'll see. There is a very, very small chance that I won't even make that event.
Yeah.
If the doctor calls next week and says, "Hey, we got a cancellation,"
Yep.
I'm gone. And sorry, everything gets
Yeah.
dropped, and we'll have to figure that out. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yep.
And
Hopefully it doesn't, but hopefully it does.
exactly, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So anyway, Catfish Bash. If you guys haven't registered, the flyers have been on the marquee. Go to the Catfish Bash page.
Yes.
Register. It's a time of a lifetime. You're gonna have a great time. Johnson's Bait and Tackle Striper Fest from 9 to 5 that day. A lot of great giveaways, a lot of great prizes. Give them a follow on Facebook. Same with the Catfish Bash. And I can't forget the Catfish Classic coming
Yes.
up. I believe that's in April.
April, I believe it is.
Yep. Get with Richard. He is on the podcast a ton of different times.
Yep.
And,
On YouTube.
he's on YouTube. Oh, check out the Richard's tournament is in lack of a better words, is replacing, I would say, Kings of Clear Lake.
Yep.
Catfish Rodeo kind of disappeared off the scene, but that was another one. But
Right.
we did not have on Clear Lake any other catfish tournaments other than the Derby that I was aware of. There might have been a few, small ones that took place,
Right,
but
right.
the big ones that everybody's in the circuit on, the only thing was the Bash.
Yep.
And this will be the first year in a year that now you've got something, and the Bash was tailored after one-day tournament,
Yep.
pro style tournament, so you can get your feet wet. Say, hey, do I want to do a 2-day tournament? And
Yeah.
now Richard's basically, getting his 2-day tournament going. You fish the Bash to get you, kind of prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Richard's tournament's over, the Bash is still going on. You go back and say, okay, what did I learn in a 2-day? And go fish the Bash to hone your team.
Yep.
There's a lot of teams. This is the kind of the cool thing. Guys coming together, forming teams, getting jerseys, getting banners, wrapping their boats. What is
Yep.
that? The Whisker Warriors.
Yeah.
Those guys are coming out with 2 boats that are completely wrapped with
Oh, nice.
Whisker Warriors.
Nice.
And, I've got my little logo on the side of my boat, but I don't have a complete wrap with my team name. But something to think about.
Yeah, it'd be nice to find out where they got that done.
Yeah, so we can wrap your boat that says the Channel
Yeah.
Cat,
Channel Cat Crew.
big old catfish on it.
Yep.
We'll make your boat a catfish boat.
That'd be cool. But it'd still be going out in the bay.
Oh yeah, that would be funny. You're out in the bay with a big old catfish. I was like, what are you guys doing? You
Hey.
guys lost?
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I think we just got to buy a couple boats. We got to get a ocean boat. We got to get a catfish boat. We got to get a river boat.
So please subscribe to Patreon.
Make our dreams come true. It's called Make a Wish.
Yes.
We've done a few of those trips.
Yep.
No stickers. What does no stickers mean? I don't know. No stickers.
I don't know.
He's applying.
Maybe
to-
we need to get some stickers.
Well, the funny thing is, I was thinking about it. I want to order some big stickers that I can give people to put on their boats for people that are supporting the Fishing with Stoney Stone podcast or branding or, with a QR code where they just scan that little code on the person's boat and boom, you're getting information on the podcast.
Yeah.
And
be interesting.
all kinds of marketing ideas that we're
Yep.
coming up with.
Yep.
So there's a rundown of a few things going on. What I like to tell people is if you have an event going on and you want to promote, reach out to me. I'll send you the sponsorship letter. How to get in on a monthly basis, whether it's for one episode or all 4 episodes, or pay at several months at a time, and we will give you a discount on that as well.
Yep.
Comments. Bow fishing. The bow fishing tournament's coming up. I don't
Yes.
have the details in front of me, but we are going to get Brandon LeBoy on. to talk about his bow thing. Again, I don't remember. It's still a few months out.
Yep.
I think it's before the classic and
Okay.
after the bash. It's somewhere in between. And the cool thing is that you got Brandon LeBoy doing tournaments, you got Richard doing tournaments, you got Jake doing tournaments, and all these guys talk and try to figure out to where they're not stepping on each other's
Yeah,
toes. And
yeah.
it's really great to see the community work together to kind of figure things out, so everybody can fish everything.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so if you want to do an event, reach out.
Yeah. For sure. Have we done a fishing report yet?
You must be reading my thing. So I have. That's what
I know people want. They don't want to hear us talk about it. They
No,
want to
but-
know where to go fishing.
they do, but this is where I've got to kind of just string them on a little bit so they don't just get the fishing report and leave. But I do have fishing reports. So here's the deal. I'm gonna read. I've got 6 fishing reports from 6 different guides.
Yep.
And again, this is a little secret: is we're gonna give you a little bit of the fishing report, but to get the rest of the story, the bait they're using, the depths they're
how-tos.
doing, the how-tos,
The where to.
the where-tos, you're gonna have to subscribe to Patreon. We will have a full fishing report, hopefully by tomorrow.
If you want to read Brandon's book,
If you want to be,
about the report,
I asked Brandon, give me a fishing report. No problem. I think he said, give me a book report. 'Cause he wrote like a 10 paragraph. He gave a
Perfect.
lot of detail, but
on Patreon.
on Patreon though.
Perfect.
So you want to know what's going on, you got to go to Patreon. So I'm going to start right off the top with fish Kevin Brock. Kevin Brock, I do a lot with Kevin. He's giving me a fish report for the Feather River is still good for steelhead. Steelhead are still being caught. And, if you want to book a trip with Kevin, he's starting to ramp up for striper season, just like all the other river guides and people that are in the striper scene. You can call him at 530-570-8057. And you can get on with Kevin and book a trip. His seats are filling up quick. We've done some promotions. There's a little video on his page about how to book. We created a new form for him. So you go to his website at fishkevinbrock.com. It'll be changing here in the next few days. We've been working hard on relaunching it, redeveloping it. But if you go to his Facebook page, there's a link there on a video, talking about striper. You just fill out that form, and he will call you and get you booked.
Perfect.
So he's starting to fill his books up quick, and I don't know how many spots he has left, but I do know that it is getting smaller.
Yeah.
And the other thing with Kevin is if you go to his website, and I think Kevin's lost his mind, honestly, is if you go to his website and you put in promo code Stoney Stone, you will get this, 50% off your complete order on select striper items. And you got to spend $50.
Okay.
One rod is $250.
Yep.
Well, you do that, everything else, that rod's going to be half price. All of the other striper stuff that's on there is going to be half price.
That's a deal.
That is a deal. And now that promo code's only going to run for about another week.
Better hurry up and
Because
get in there.
we've had it for about a week, and I've looked at the analytics and went, dude, are you crazy? He's running out of stuff. We had to
Yeah.
update his website today and say out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. So he is selling out on a bunch of stuff. So go to his website. It ships right to your door. And promo code Stoney Stone, 50% off.
Better get on it before it disappears.
Go to Patreon to see the rest of the fishing report. And let me see what else you got. Lake Orville, Shasta, great for bass. And then stripers on the sack. We heard from Devin, decent in the evenings going on. And if you listen to what Devin said, I'm not going to let all of Kevin's secrets out. I'll let him on Patreon. But a lot of it is kind of what Devin said. So getting it from different sources, I'm like, yeah, these guys know what they're talking about. So there's what's going on with Kevin. We're going to go through my other text messages that I've got from people. I go down here. Joe Gammas. So Joe Gammas with Golden State Sport Fishing out in
On the Delta.
the Delta.
Fishing for them sturgeon.
So speaking of sturgeon, this past weekend, here it is. I had to read this twice. Achieved significant success targeting white sturgeon. And what do you say? They had 34 fish in 2 days. 34 sturgeon
That's
in
insane.
2 days.
And they say they're going extinct.
Yeah, exactly, right? Well, it's because Joey's catching them all.
Yeah, yeah.
But now they got catch and release, and one thing about Joey is he was working with Fish and Game last
Yeah.
year, and getting some data. They were tagging,
Tagging
fish and
fish,
doing a
yeah.
bunch of things, and so hats off to Joe to working with those guys to
Yep.
to help keep our fisheries open, so we can get some data that's meaningful. And
Yep.
he's a stand-up guy, and if you want to book with Joey. To get out there for striper, sturgeon, they do shark trips. There's seasons that they run, just like
Yep.
a lot of guides. But
They catch some of them big 7-gill sharks out there.
and
in
I've
that
got
bay.
some video on Old Farts Fishing. Go to
Yeah.
YouTube. We've got, just go to my channel, look for Golden State, and you'll find, the 6 gills, the
7 gills.
7 gills, the soup fins.
Soup
I got a
fins.
nice big soup fin video of that. But
Yeah.
call Joey, 209-855-1487. I have a lot more information from Joey on, again, the bait they're using, the locations they're fishing at, and I'm more than happy to share that with you. But
Check it out on Patreon.
gotta go to Patreon. Let's go down this list. B's Guide Service. He gave me a little fishing report. Another report from Clear Lake. Crappie, lots of big fish are being caught right now. He's got some tips in here about what kind of baits to use. I'm not going to share that here, but a lot of detailed information. But it's definitely crappie. They're doing crappie right now, and they're catching limits. And to book with B, call 916-289-0347. And as we go down the list, Brandon LeBoy. I'm going to write a big old dissertation on, but he learned. He didn't give me a big old book this time. He broke it down nice and simple. Brandon, I appreciate that. We're playing a little video so you could follow along on one of his trips there. But crappie, still holding some deep schools. Let me see. He talks about colors, what colors to use, and the colors he's using, you can get them from Snag 'em and Bag 'em at snag'emandbag'em.com. And I don't know if Brandon has a promo code or not, but he didn't give me that. So use Stoney Stone and get 15% off. Catfishing. Catfish, it's still wintertime. They're still holding up in deep water.
Yeah.
And I would say if you find the bait fish, you find the birds.
Yep.
And you find the boats, and you don't crowd them. Don't get too aggressive. These catfishermen can be a little sensitive sometimes. You get too close.
Sometimes.
To them. Get out there, and I've got some color comments as well that we will share with you. And I think I got one more here, and I can't find it. Where is it? Let me find here. One of my favorite fishing guides to work with is Kyle Weiss. And Kyle Weiss, oh damn, where'd it go? Kyle Weiss here. So Kyle is at New Maloney still. The full moon and lack of wind has changed the bite. And he talks about what the trout have done.
Yeah.
And again, we'll share more of that with you. Look at all these little hooks. We're going to give you a teaser information. But yeah, they're catching a ton of fish out there. And if you want to book with Kyle, 209-531-3966.
Nice.
So now you got a fishing report. I think I got a little bonus thing I'm going to show here in a minute. But
Patreon exclusive benefit,
Patreon exclusive benefit is what? The fishing reports and
then your fishing club members, big fish.
right. So if you are part of Patreon, which means you're part of the Old Farts Fishing Club, send us your videos, pictures of your big fish,
Okay.
your personal best, things like that. We will put them on our Patreon account, so you can see those out
Very
there
cool.
as well. And do we want to show a video?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen,
So Ben took a trip. Ben's like, you know what? These little catfish, even though he moved up the ranks, and
He
what did
did.
he end up
He
like
did.
fourth or something? Or
Somewhere in there.
he was way up there from the bottom to the top. They got on some big fish, and I think Ben is hooked. Mr. Hot Dog
Yep.
himself. He went to, I believe it was Tennessee,
Okay.
and he went fishing for some blues.
Oh, awesome.
Guy beat me to the punch. And I'm working to get with Dieter Melhorn next year to go out and fish with him. We've talked about it. It's on my bucket list to get out with Dieter. But let's watch this little video here that Ben sent us. Of his little
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mike.
Come all the way from California.
California, 57.
57.5 pounds.
New PB.
Oh,
We got
That
a
is a big
46
fish.
earlier, and now we got a new PB. He said,
And
that's all I can take. I'm ready to go.
I'm done. I'm done. I couldn't reel in another one. I'm done.
Man,
Hey,
we're going to let her grow.
Thanks
let
a
her
lot.
go to grow.
thanks a lot,
Congratulations.
man.
That's a
Southern
nice fish.
Cats right there.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We need those in Clear Lake.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mike.
Problem is, by
Come
the time
all
they
the way
get that
from-
big, we'll be too old to fish.
Right? You're fishing road. There you go,
That's
Ben.
big fish.
Patreon member.
Good job, Ben.
Giving us some content, so appreciate that. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of it all. That's freaking great. So there's a bunch of fishing reports. If there is a lake and you're a guide and you're watching this that you want to call us, give us a fishing report. Let me know. We'll put you on rotation. You know, Nate with Berryessa, I texted him. He didn't give me a fishing report on Berryessa. It could be that if you follow Nate's Big Nate's Guide Service, they got a beautiful, beautiful new boat.
Ah,
Check it out. He might still be dialing that in, and that's why I'm not getting a fishing report from him. But you know, Nate's like, I'm gonna go get me a new boat. I don't know if he got a deal at the ISC show, but he was definitely there. And goes to ISC, and all of a sudden he's got a big boat. It could have been in the works ahead of time. I really haven't talked to him too much about his boat, but it's a beautiful boat. So if you're looking to get on a brand new, gorgeous boat, give Nate's Big Nate's Guide Service a call and get on Lake Berryessa and get on some fish.
very nice.
Tech Talk.
What do we
This is a
got?
segment. I don't know. What do we
Oh,
got?
wait.
That's your segment. You tell me.
We're gonna talk about rod holders on the boats.
Rod holders.
What is everybody's favorite? I know a lot of them use a SmackDown rods.
I'm using some SmackDown.
You
rod
use
holders.
SmackDown rods, and I personally I make my own. I know there's a couple other ones of SmackDown. There's the Hook 'em Big.
Hook 'em Big's
He
got
does
a nice
his
series.
He does some nice ones. So I'm kind of in the process right now of kind of redoing my little rod holder setup on my boat. Trying to get a couple things dialed in, so hopefully get us more productive on the boat for when we get that podium finish next couple weeks from now. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious what's everybody's favorite, and you know, and why. You know, I know there's Ben. We should have checked with Ben to see how many rods he threw in the water before he caught that fish.
You know, I did ask him. I did text. So I do have a text with Brandon, and I did say that. How many rods did you lose? And he's like, you know, I almost lost one. And I'm like, oh my god, did you really? You know, Mr. Ben loves to lose,
Yeah,
lose
yeah.
rods, but you need some good rod holders.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious what not to buy too. I mean,
Right.
you know, there's obviously some that don't work too well.
This is
So
true.
it'd be kind of interesting to hear if there anybody out there got any suggestions.
Well, and we're looking for suggestions. Why? Because Darren has a company called Mayhew Makers.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
custom fabrication for pretty much anything you need. So
Yeah.
if you've got a boat that has a hard to place, you know, rod holder, or you
Yeah.
have an idea on something specific that you want that you can't find,
Yeah.
give Darren a call. See if he can make it.
Yep. We can get it made up in stainless steel or aluminum.
Yeah.
You know,
He did
both
some
are-
work on Richard's boat.
Yeah.
They needed some fabrication done. He worked on my boat a couple times. You know, when I had an accident, probably, dude, the scary part of that was probably over a year ago, where somebody cut in front of me while I was towing the boat,
Yeah.
and I ended up T-boning them, and they were totally in the wrong. They just
Yep.
you know decided to cut right in front of me.
Yeah.
I was in a loaner
Yeah.
truck from Toyota because my truck was in the shop,
Yep.
and yeah, it was not a good thing where I just kind of demolished their truck. But what happened was the boat, you know, slid up on the trailer about 3 inches, and I
Yeah.
thought it was no big deal. It just slid up.
Yeah.
But what it did do is break that tower that holds
Yeah.
your
The mount for the winch.
the mount for the winch,
Yeah.
and there was cracks in it, and they were all rusty.
Yeah.
So I mean, luckily I saw it, we fixed it, and he went in there and fabricated, built some new stuff, welded everything up, and saved us from a catastrophe. And then the next repair we had to do was the bunks on my boat
Yep.
were all rotted out, and you know, almost going through the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
and creating
That
a hole.
one's a little scary.
Yeah. So Darren, you know, we got it in, got it fixed, and
Yeah.
so if you need anything boat, and it doesn't even have to be boat.
No.
You got a fence, you got a special project, you
wanna
got an
make
art
for-
project,
yeah.
you give them a call,
I
collaborate.
believe we're going to be doing some things here pretty soon for that bow fishing thing too.
I think you're making some awards.
Yeah.
So you got awards. I mean, they can do all kinds of things.
Yeah, my wife's got a pretty nifty CNC handheld router that we're going to be making those awards with. So, yeah,
Nice.
I'll have to bring them on the show.
Bring
Show
them on the
everybody.
show. Get a
Yeah.
sneak peek before
Yeah.
they get in people's hands.
Yep. See what they get a chance to win.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a packed agenda tonight. I'm looking at the clock going, oh my God, it's almost
Wow.
top of the hour. Yeah, wow. And I'm like, oh, checking the boxes. Did I talk about Johnson's Bait and Tackle?
Yep.
We did. We talked about the Bash, the Channel Cat Classic. We talked about what's going on with Kevin Brock, and we had Devin Lake on, and
Yeah.
Snag 'em and Bag 'em, giving a few giveaways. I got to reach out to Terry, who won the Snag 'em stuff,
Yep.
and the bees.
Yep.
That was I'm gonna call it Burrito Supreme.
Yeah.
He changed the name, but I like that. But Dan won that one. Dan, you work with B and figure out.
Congratulations,
something that's gonna work.
guys.
And I don't know what I'm gonna have next month. We're gonna have something to give away. It could
Yeah.
be some Brock gear. It could be something I have. Hook 'em Big is always giving us rods
Yep.
to,
Yep.
to raffle.
Great rods too.
Sonny has in fact, I got to give you Sonny's rod
Yeah.
that he won last month.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have to give that
take
to
that
you
up to him.
to take that
Yep.
up. I'm sure he's waiting for it. And we're gonna have a bunch of old fart stuff to give away too.
Perfect.
But you gotta be on Patreon.
Got to be on Patreon. People were like, "What are you doing? What is this Patreon?" The thing is, you just go on Patreon, go to my page, click on the link, subscribe, pay your $3. You don't even have to watch Patreon if you don't want. You just want to get in the raffles.
Yeah.
But the benefit is you got bonus content.
Yep.
You got behind the scenes, what happens, what we like to call the safety meeting. That's the stuff that we talk about before, the podcast. Some stuff we talk about never even makes the podcast, but
Yep.
it might be something that interests you. Could be our stupid conversations.
And we have some stupid ones.
But it's just raw, natural. This is what, it's how you
Yep.
get to know us. You get to know the real, this is what, these guys do when they're not on air.
Yeah.
And guide report. I'm just looking at all my notes. I don't think I missed anything. Mr. Producer, how we doing? Sponsor letters. I did forget something. Go to oldfartsfishing.com. We do have a whole line of merch from
Yeah.
hats to shirts to different designs. If there's something that you want that we don't have on the site, you have some cool design you want us to make, we'll make it.
Yeah.
We'll put it up there. We'll see what sells. But it ships direct right to your house. And so go to oldfartsfishing.com. Shop oldfartsfishing.com.
There we go.
Shop dot. I like that. Shop dot. We got a new ad we launched out there. Were we going to play that video here? Or did we already do it?
Which one?
The little shop dot video that we did.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like,
Did
oh,
we even load it though?
I don't know.
I don't think we loaded
We
it.
don't loaded it, but it's on Facebook. You can go check it out there. And next week we'll have it into rotation. But our little shop.
Podcast.com or podcast.oldfartsfishing sends you to where you can find us.
Podcast.
Perfect.
Old Farts Fish. There's so many.
There's too much.
And then
Too much.
club.
Oh, and then club.
Join the club.
Join the
Yep.
club. Eric's been doing all kinds of social media marketing with all kinds of ways to go find us. So we're trying to make it easy for you.
Perfect.
Club.oldfartsfishing.com.
Club.oldfartsfishing.com. We'll take
Yep.
you to
The Patreon.
the Patreon.
Nice.
There you go. This is why I have a technical guy. I think I'm technical. I don't know Jack compared to Eric here. So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, next week we will see you on Monday. And if you have time on Thursday, join us on Fish Kevin Brock podcast, where we dive into what's going on in Kevin's world with guiding and with products, his website development. And his website should be launching here any day now. I'm just
Yep.
waiting for a few linkages to go through. And give me your feedback. It's something I developed. It's not fancy, but it works. It serves a purpose. And if you need a website for your business, reach out to me. We can have a conversation.
Nice.
That's
And
it.
don't forget that promo code with Kevin Brock.
Stoney Stone,
Limited time.
50, not 15, 50%. Kevin's lost his mind.
Limited time. Better jump on that.
Running out.
Yep.
But there'll be more promo codes to come out as new products come available and the seasons change. But I can't wait for we haven't even started striper season.
No, not yet.
I can't wait for salmon season.
Yeah.
Maybe
that'll
I
be
can get
fun.
James Stone. There's a big announcement coming out pretty soon. Maybe I get James back on.
Yeah, that'd be
and,
great.
and talk about what's going on with salmon season, because there's
Nice.
some big announcements. Hopefully we're going to get more than just a small season. Maybe we'll even get the Sac River to open up.
That'd be nice.
Yes. So I think that's the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next week.
Be safe on the water.